guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Madeline, or Warm as Wool, and it's funny today because the whole premise is using wool for this video today. Obviously we're working on the Profound Sailor Slippers by Annie Sews, and I'm so excited to be starting this project because I have been doom scrolling and seeing all of these videos of the sailor slippers, and I'm obsessed. But all of the yarn came in. I love it. It's beautiful. I did like tones of purples and pinks, things like that to kind of keep it simple. I'm very excited because the main thing I want to focus on for these slippers is the perspective of knitting them from someone who hasn't really knit a lot of items before. I've never felted something. I've never knit something that had a functional use like this. I've never knit with anything other than like acrylic yarn or something that you pick up from Hobby Lobby or Michaels. So this is something that I'm ordering yarn for. It feels very, what's the word? It feels very formal and put together. So I'm really excited to start this. We're just going to go through all the odds and ends of what it's like to create these slippers and anything that I need to take away from it or learn, or things I would suggest to anyone else who's starting this project as someone who's considered themselves as like an amateur knitter. Yeah, let's start our process. I'm on the second step where you're doing the band across the top to start making the top seam of the slipper. And I'm actually sitting and waiting because my class starts in 25 minutes and I got to school early. I always bring my knit with me so that way, if the chance comes, I have my yarn with me and I can start that project. Hi and welcome back. It is after class now. I just sat down. I'm at my boyfriend's house and he's currently gaming and I'm gonna start knitting. I actually have been working on these for a little bit before I decided to whip out the camera because I didn't get too much done before I had to go to class. So this is what I have right now. That's the whole front of the slipper. And honestly, it's going by really fast. I'm on the part where I'm doing a decrease and I did have to pull up the video. So at that point, I'm just going to work on doing the decreases and we'll go from there. So I'm really excited about it, but I did forget my third color, the like kind of darker maroon that I wanted to do. So I'm a little bit sad about that. I do have to pause where I'm at. And I didn't bring my other set of needles, so I can't start on the second one like I've been planning to do. But this is freaking huge. What are you doing? Why are you watching me?
Okay, I'm sorry.
But no, I'll show you guys what the size comparison looks like. And then probably tomorrow I'll make time to do the soles. But it's time to move on for now. So let's take a look. Hello. This is the third time we meet today. I swear this is a new record. I just got home and showered from my boyfriend's house, and I have my dark yarn, my number 3 yarn that I was missing to complete this earlier. So I am like so stoked. I have to go to bed in 30 minutes because I have class at 8 in the morning and I have a presentation, my final presentation. So I'm gonna do that and knit and watch a little show to some candlelight. Hi, you guys. Excuse how I look. I am in finals week, and this is the only time that I can knit before I need to go to my school and really lock in on studying. So, I actually finished the slipper, one of them, um, and I was working on sewing in the ends. This is all I have so far. I've never done a mattress stitch before. I've only just like crochet, slip stitch, stuff clothes, like granny squares and stuff like that. So this is a little bit difficult. I did have to pull up the tutorial because I was a little confused about how to mend them, how she does it. So I'm doing that now, and I'm pretty happy with how it's going. Again, the shoes still look really big, but you know what? We're at this point already. Good morning, you guys. It is currently like 6:30. It's been a couple days actually. I am done with finals. I have been relaxing and just working on these slippers. And drum roll, please. I am done. Look at them. Oh my gosh. So they're adorable. I am literally I was not able to sleep in because I was so excited to get to the point where I'm going to start felting them. So the one that I finished last night, it's a very, very slight difference, but I actually did two different colors because I had just gotten off my 8-hour shift and I was like, yeah, that looks about the same color as I'm knitting in my, terrible lighting room. Apparently I'm colorblind and I can't tell the difference between these two colors. So if you can see, this is a little darker than this one here. This was the one I originally knit, and this is the one I knit second. So, you know what? I'm gonna have yarn to make more. So at this point, it's just gonna be my indicator for my left and right foot. So it kind of works out that way because I was already thinking like, how am I going to make sure that I know which is which, because I've seen people that put like little beads on there that indicate, which is which. But yeah, no, I'm so ready to pop these in the washer and see what we can do.
The waves are whispering secrets to the shore, while sandals gently tap the sandy floor.
Beautiful. I'm gonna try them on.
Trees sway like dancers in the breeze underneath the sun. Life's a simple ease. Golden rays melt into a crimson sea.
Hello again. Thank you guys so much for sticking through this whole process with me. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me figure out how to piece this all together. Kind of the major takeaways that I do want to say about the sailor slippers is going to be to really watch and count your stitches. The times that I noticed things were kind of messing up is when I wasn't paying attention very well, because there are certain decreases in stitches that really do matter. Like when you're trying to do the shaping for the foot and everything like that, you really don't need to mark which is your left and right because they will naturally turn towards that direction, which is something I didn't know before I started because I didn't read through the pattern or anything like that. So I think the other one would be really making sure that either A, you're ordering the right colors, or that you're working with the right colors, because as we saw, I clearly messed up and done different colors between the two. So that was a mistake on my end, but whatever, you win some, you lose some, and they still ended up turning out cute. So I really like them. And the third would be definitely following the mattress seam. I had never done a mattress seam before on anything, and it was something I wasn't super familiar with, so I kind of just sewed it regularly and wasn't really looking at the stitches and everything. I was just more so excited for it to be finished. So definitely do a mattress seam, because on my slippers, you could probably see it in the video, the siding seam of it is not very straight or perfect at all. It looks very rigidy and kind of uneven, and it even affected how the front end of my toes shaped, versus when I tried to do the mattress stitch and it looked a lot more formal on the secondary shoe. Given all of that, I'm actually making a second pair right now because I decided I'm going to do the whole thing where I try and make gifts for people with the sailor slippers. In fact, I'm knitting gifts for literally everyone in my family in the next 5 days. So hopefully that goes okay. But overall, the slippers were so fun. I recommend them to anyone who hasn't done them or has been thinking about it, because it took me a while to get the courage to try and make them, because I really didn't want to spend that time and then mess it up and ordering yarn, and it's all of these really particular steps, and the felting process too. I think having the laundry machine that I had, it was just changing one setting on it and it was very simple. I was thinking maybe I needed something that had more technology involved in it, but it was very simple and I loved how they turned out. And I think this is going to open a lot of doors when it comes to like felting gloves or felting bags. Like, I've been seeing a lot more information about it online now, and I'm absolutely in love with the product. So I recommend it to anyone, and thank you to Annie Sews for actually making this project. And I've also seen a lot of other creators start making like crochet versions as well, so that might be something that I try in the future. But for now, I really like knitting them and having the product that way. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, thank you for being warm as wool. Hopefully you order some wool, possibly from Rito if you can't get it from Amazon for a couple months. So I will see you guys in my video next time. Bye.
Breezes hum a tune so soft, so